Hello, hello, and welcome back for one last pork-fueled soiree in the putrid parlors and perilous passages of Perfidious Manor in Darkest Dungeon. And though it grieves me to admit it, folks, I am forced to admit freely that we are all out of pork. The Swine God, he's dead. Dr. Doom, Misty Knight, Silver Sable, They brought him down, along with their good pal Wonder Woman. They brought him down, spitted his hulking slab of a corpse, drenched the remains in butter, garlic, and salt, and slow roasted him over a roaring fire until his skin started to crackle like a bowl of delicious Rice Krispies. Then, diced him up, grabbed some mug of fresh cold ale and a side of applesauce, and went all the way to hog heaven. I wonder how many barbecue restaurants there are in... You know what? Hold on a second. I'm curious. How many hog heavens do you think there are in America? I bet there's a lot. I bet there's a lot of barbecue joints named Hog Heaven. In fact, you know what, Internet? I'm going to issue a little challenge here. Let's play a quick game, shall we? Everybody watching, just flip over to the browser there in your other window and bring up the old Google Maps. Go ahead, I'll wait. It's fine. Got it? Okay, cool. Now, set the distance to, center it on where you are currently, and set the distance to something reasonable. Let's say like 200-mile radius. And then search for Hog Heaven Barbecue. And I think we'll have a little competition here to see who can get the most hits. I'm actually doing this right now. And I've got 3. I have 3. There are 3 Hog Heaven barbecues within a 200-mile radius of me. The furthest being in Evansville, Indiana, 183 miles from me. So 3 for Perfidious Pete. I challenge you to toss your totals down in the comments section. See if you can best my score. You think you can take me? Go ahead on. It's your move. Also, if you're going to Hog Heaven, please, for the love of God, take Joe Don Baker along with you. Joe Don Baker loves barbecue. That was me doing Joe Don Baker as Deputy Sheriff Geronimo from Final Justice. It was kind of a weird reference, but that's how I got there. Also, if you hear any odd noises in the background, there's a massive thunderstorm going on. So if you hear something sounds like the shrieking souls of the damned, it's just the wind whistling through the crack in one of the window panes here. You get a little airflow gap issue, and the wind is shrieking through that. Sheeting buckets of rain, too, so you hear a weird hissing sound. It's probably just the sky plummeting down upon us to drown us in a Noah-esque torrential flood. God has had enough of this world. It's time to wash the slate clean and start all over. Or, it's just a garden variety summer thunderstorm. That's the other way it could go. Maybe he's trying to wash away the number of just Hog Heaven barbecues. Maybe he's like, you know what? There are too many Hog Heavens in America. That's it. This density of barbecue places just is too high. Could be. I doubt it. Probably even the triune God loves some sweet barbecue. What's not to love? Delicious barbecued pork. So, we have no more bosses. Excuse me, clear a path to the boss. I beg your pardon, Darkest Dungeon. All of the bosses in, those bosses should all be dead. Okay, hold on a second. Let's look at goals here. Like, everything there should be dead. Oh, no, we have not defeated the Formless Flesh. Son of a bitch, okay, so we gotta do the Beguiling Siren, the Drowned Crew. Repel the Brigand Incursion. Okay, we did that. We're running out of goals here. We do still need to beat the 16-pounder. That's going to take 640 years. We got to get to the Necromancer Lord and the Gibbering Prophet both. I am not looking forward to the Gibbering Prophet, but since it is on the menu, and since we do have, I'm pretty sure lightning just exploded my neighbor's tree. Yep, that was, okay. I'm not sure if that's going to make it through the audio filters, but that sounded absolutely catastrophic. If the power goes out, well, I mean, you're never going to see this episode, so I guess that's a completely pointless comment. But we do have a mission here in the ruins. It's a medium-length mission, which is fine. We do want to get this team sort of up and running. And also, I love this team. The Strays, they got to be my favorite team. And furthermore, they're going to be fantastic in the ruins thanks to the mad blight damage. I think we just take the Strays out and do this medium mission. Okay, Thunderstorm, you're getting a little... Why you got to wait till I'm recording, Thunderstorm? What's up with that? Freaking trolling me, man. Just Thunderstorm's like, just chill. He's gonna start recording here in like 20 minutes, and then all hell's gonna break loose. We're just gonna open the heavens and let the sky be sundered and riven apart. It's gonna be fantastic. It'll be nothing but a swirling vortex of chaos directly over Perfidious Pete's house. That's what we're going for. Jerk. Weather is a jerk. So, how did we equip our... I know we had the Brawler's Gloves, because they're real good. You know, the penalty to crit, I say they're real good. The crit penalty is pretty significant. Can we avoid that, maybe? What if we did... I don't mind tanking Bane's dodge, because he's never going to dodge anyways. Base is a 10, so a little tank of the dodge is not really a problem. What else does this give us? Bonus accuracy and bonus crit. I like that. What can we couple this with? Gotta be something. Plus 2 speed, plus 15 damage, plus 10% stress. You know what? I don't really hate that. There's got to be a better way for us to just get raw damage, though, right? If we're just looking for damage, there's got to be a better way. Light skill. No, I don't want any of this stuff. Oh, Sun Ring. Bonus accuracy, bonus damage. Also bonus stress. But that is pretty good. The bonus accuracy will help. We've been having trouble getting hits there out of our lepers lately. Alternatively, we could just go for 20. Dismas's head has a... Oh, it has a HP penalty, which is bad, and huge stress bonuses. Let's avoid that. Bleed and disease resist. I mean, we don't really have an Ancestor's item that's going to be better for us. We could get 2 speed and 15% damage for an extra 10% stress. Or alternatively, we could get 15% damage and 10 accuracy for an extra 10%. This is basically a wash. Would we rather have accuracy or would we rather have speed? I kind of feel like maybe we'd rather have speed. Also, this works regardless of light level, which I suppose has some other advantages. Let's get down to Thor Girl then and see what we can do with her. You're going to be toting the Ancestors map, Thor Girl. That's part of your gig. When we're going into these dungeons, the Ancestors map, that's your job. You got to carry that. I know it's a burden, but it's a burden I feel that you're up to bearing. You can handle it. You already have bonus stress. Let's not pile on anymore. Maybe we just give you a Sun Ring. That's a total of plus 20% stress. That's not ideal, but... Alternatively, we could just give you some kind of sweet dodge item. You know, I'm thinking maybe we'll just give you a sweet dodge item. Like maybe this camouflage cloak. And we just keep our light level high. Like that plan. Leper, I mean, we don't really do much with the leper. And I say that not in a bad way. I just mean like the leper's trinkets that we've got are so good, there's no reason to buck convention. We've got the leper sorted. Our leper he's set, man. He's set. We give away 5 HP for massive blight bonuses so we can blight anything. Huge accuracy bonuses so that we never miss. And we're going to have old Mary McCabe doing some fantastic work for us. And our Vestal is in a pretty similar situation here. Just a Sacred Scroll. And then we give her that little healing tome, which is where? There we go. Tome of Holy Healing. And we are sorted. Now let's provision this. This is a medium dungeon. 4 shovels, I feel, are in order. You know, probably 1 anti-venom and 1 medicinal herb is fine. Let's take 1 bandage. We are going into the ruins, so we take 1 holy water as well. We got an opportunity to camp. I'm going to splurge a little bit. We're going to go with, I think, 18 food. And let's do, 14 torches. 14 torches is probably enough. Let's do this. What you got for me, Ruins, baby? You got some of that sweet hog heaven style barbecue? You gonna drizzle it in a nice little mixture of molasses, herbs, spices, and whatnot that makes the sweet savory pork all that much more savory? Okay, Lightning, that was the power just flickered for a moment. That's troubling for me. You gotta hold out. We gotta do this medium dungeon. Sky Gods, Amarin UE, my power provider. You gotta cut me some slack here. I got a dungeon here you gotta do. You gotta keep my service running here for like the next roughly 20-ish minutes. Don't let me down. Spoiler, if you're familiar with the St. Louis area and the power situation, you know that Amarin UE basically lives to disappoint their customers. It's their sole purpose in life. If you have Amarin UE, at some point you're gonna be without power at a critical junction because there has been even a very minor weather incident. It'll be like, there was a cloud. Yeah, power went out, sorry. Amarin UE is not really reliable. Shade can cause power outages in certain parts of St. Louis and the surrounding metropolitan area. Mary McCabe, what do we want to do with you? I'm thinking a little plague grenade would not be terrifically bad, but some stun action would also be useful. Let's get the stun on. We're just trying to minimize our stress here. That's going to help. In the meantime... Boy, in the meantime, Bane is going to... Man, that is like the worst Bane ever. Suddenly, Bane has become German. Oh, Batman, I don't know, but I did a stint in Germany, and now I sound a little bit like a stereotypical German accent. Oh. Man, okay, I'm not doing the Bane voice anymore. I'm just not. Every time I do it, it gets worse. Progressively worse. And not incrementally. It's significantly worse than the last time I did it. He was, in fact, annihilated. Thor Girl just stabbed that man through the heart, out the back of his chest, in the back of his chest, out the front of his chest with his still beating heart impaled on a knife. That was like an egregious level of domination. We'll take everything because we're greedy shits. We're going to open this unlock strong box. The contents are ours. Bane has found himself an onyx and an emerald. One room down. So far, so good. I am going to try and skip this hallway battle. Anything we could do to just keep our stress at a minimum, I'm going to do that. Feeling pretty good. I really like the strays. They got a really strong team dynamic. Powerful heals, overwhelming damage, blight damage for monsters that are high protection. They've got good control, what with the stun. Maybe it's just that I like Plague Doctors that much, now that I think about it. It's got to be all because of the Plague Doctor. But that's not just the Plague Doctor, though. That's the thing. Maybe it's just because I like Plague Doctors. Well, I do. They're amazing. But I also really like Grave Diggers, and the great thing about the Strays is it's got both. It's got your Plague Digger, your Plague Digger. It's got your Plague Digger. The man goes out, he's like, I'm going to dig up a bunch of plague victim corpses. Then we're going to have ourselves a little game of Mask of the Red Death. Everybody in for that? Oh, don't pay any attention to that guy in the corner wearing the red mask, the one that looks like death. Nah, he's cool. Don't worry about it. It's just, it's a costume. It's an affectation. He's not really infected with the disease that we're all hiding from here at this lavish party. Plague Digger? I don't know. I kind of like the thought of it now that I've said it out loud. If Plague Digger was a class, it seems like the best of both worlds, really. So, who needs stress relief? You do, and you can't fail. I'll do that now. Sorted. Was considering about maybe gambling on a trap disarm for a little stress relief, but why gamble when you can take the sure thing, and the sure thing has tangible benefits? We don't really need this diseased herb. I'm pretty sure we have a couple of those already. Alternatively, we never need a bandage, especially when we have a Plague Digger. A Plague Digger. I did it again. I'm so enamored of the idea now, I probably should have used some torchlight, but maybe we're going to get out of this okay. Stun is all over the menu, yes. Stun both of those gentlemen, because we could hack, theoretically, we could hack through these guys before they ever get a chance to go. Monstrous critical. Now we have the Hue follow-up from our friendly neighborhood Bane. He's going to rack up back-to-back kills, and that leaves Johnny Jackhole back here who is stunned and eating a bolt from the blue. Thor Girl calling down the lightning, calling down the thunder, which also may explain the weather outside. Could be Thor Girl in action. If you could maybe heal. This man is dead, so we don't have a whole lot of concern. We've got 17 different ways to kill this bastard. Do you have any stress at all? You have none. We could withstand, we could solemnity. We don't really need stress relief. I'm just going to mangle these corpses. Push this man to the front. Do we want to hit him with the bolt from the blue? No. I think we go for the heal. Just top everybody off. Monster critical! And then it's just your good old garden variety axe pick to the face. Sorted. We don't have enough room in our inventory to use a key. Did I not bring a key? Okay, that was a pretty considerable oversight. Drop that anti-venom on the ground and pick up the key. We always have one key. I'm just going to open the sarcophagus. It's trapped. We're bleeding. We've thrown our bandage on the floor. We're just going to have to suck it up and be comfortable with letting our vital fluids leak out, I guess. It's not even a bad... Yeah, it's like 6 damage. Who cares? Everything runs red. Well, it's going to happen when you stomp onto a spike-filled trap because you were too dumb to bring an extra key and couldn't afford to unlock the locked sarcophagus. The game's like, Pete, I see you didn't bring a key. Here's the key. And I was like, yeah, I see that you gifted me a key, but I'm going to look a gift horse in the mouth, which you should never do, by the way. When dealing with gift horses, remember, it's the Perfidious Pete paradigm. When you have an unwanted gift horse, you don't look it in the mouth, you just make it into sausage. You just keep your trenchant mouth shut, and you chop it into sausage.
The promise of safety.
Yeah, well, we dodged that trap. Anyway, I was looking a gift horse in the mouth, and I got greedy. Like, I'm going to hang on to this key. And in the event that our scouting with the Ancestors map happens to turn up the secret room will be ready. Also, we're probably going to have to go to every room in this freaking dungeon. Every darkened, dankened room and darkened, dankened dungeon is going to be on the damn menu. We could stun, but we could also just kill. That blight damage, if the blight works, which it did, that's a dead maggot. And everything is dead now. It's 5 damage, right? Yeah, you have fatal damage on you. Okay, I guess we'll just do this. And there you go. Death by inches? I don't know, I think it was death by a massive dose of poison. It wasn't death by inches, it was death by like 400,000 cc's of dibluromethane, which isn't even a word. Okay, now, Darkest Dungeon. Your anti-reading campaign really does trouble me on a fundamental level. As a man who's, I like to style myself a somewhat literary man. I love to read, I have a degree in English. But I gotta say, Darkest Dungeon, your anti-reading campaign really is going too far. We have a shovel. No, Bane has come from nothing. Bane will not end with nothing, even if it means not using a shovel when I could have just smashed that open and possibly catching a horrible disease instead. Bane is not a smart man. He can only climb from the dankest dungeon. Taking my stress relief. And I'm just happy to have made the roll. So we're definitely going to have a fight in this room. Possibly the final fight of the dungeon. Final fight. We'll find out. No surprise this time, which is not a surprise. And I don't really care. Again, I've mentioned it on multiple occasions, and I stand by my assertion. I actively dislike surprising monsters in Darkest Dungeon. I don't like giving them the opportunity to go back to back to back with the hits. You don't want to take 8 shots in a row. You just don't want to do it. Be gone, fiend. One man is dead, one man is grievously wounded. Stun wears off. We're taking an axe blade to the face. It's not the first axe Bane has taken to the noggin, so I'm sure he'll be alright. 6 damage from Rachel Summers. Not as much as we might have liked, but it's not nothing. Here comes a tempting goblet for Vixen, Mari McCabe. She's gonna be fine. 23 stress. Holy shit pickles. That's a lot of stress. Alright, give me the double stress attack. That's fatal damage on both of those jerk asses. Just pick to the face this Johnny.
Give them no quarter.
And we're going for the stress relief. Yeah, give me the stress relief. Gotta keep that stress low. Keep it down. Everybody, hang on tight. Hang on loosely if you want. I don't want to judge. Tight, loosely, however, you know, whatever really sort of floats your boat in the hanging on department. Let's just stack it up again. Just to double up and make sure we've got more than, yeah, okay, that's way more than fatal damage right there. How about a knife in the heart? I don't think you have a heart anymore because you are some kind of hideous, like, zomboid creature. Your heart is probably long gone. I don't remember what goes on the weird tentacles. I mean, we might as well try everything. I'm just throw this on the floor. Okay, our dungeon is complete. That's excellent. We're going to continue adventuring. Let's throw some crap on here. What goes on the Eldritch Altar? Holy water? It is holy water. We have purified the altar and gotten rid of a negative quirk. Satanophobia is gone. Fantastic. Let's camp. And Repast has gotten rid of pretty much all our stress. What do we got? 13 on you, 14 on you. So we could double encourage and get rid of all of our stress needs. Is there anything else we want to do? Self-medicating doesn't seem that useful. I suppose we could pilfer. Picked up a couple extra food. We could snuff box. Is anyone diseased? I don't think anybody is diseased. We're pretty much self-policing our diseases as it is. Yeah, no diseases there. Well then, let's just do the encouragement. Get all of our stress out and we can walk out of this dungeon a winner. We made cash, granted not a lot, but some. Got some EXP, got one step closer to the edge, Linkin Park style. Let's just prevent a nighttime ambush. Wait, which one of these prevents a nighttime ambush? None of those do. Oh, you don't have Sanctuary. Do we have something that prevents a nighttime ambush? I thought we did, but apparently we do not. Alright, well then, let's just pray. Pray that we don't get ambushed in the night, I suppose. Let's all bow our heads. And then we'll rest. You can feel your heart, it pumps strong. No chance of forging more timber now. Rations will carry us, thank the gods. And of course we got ambushed. Fan-friggin-tastic. Then again, it's the least impressive ambush of all time, considering it's 2 regular skeletons. These guys are going to be dead probably before they even get to swing. Oh, 1 damage short. Well, that may be fatal damage. It is, in fact, fatal damage. That man is dead. Lawrence can't do anything. Oh, man was caught unaware, Pete. That's okay, though, because the Phoenix is there. Drop a mad crit. Beautiful. Victory. Hey, and an extra 1,200 gold to boot. It's the most profitable ambush of all time. Let's get the hell out of here before it happens again. We're leaving with a solid stack of cash. In that we turned a pretty respectable profit. I won't say a good profit, but a respectable profit. Our provision layout was pretty minimal, and we got about a little under 9 grand. It'll do. Picked up a few heirlooms, but more importantly, we picked up the EXP. This is what we've been needing, and this is what we got. I feel good, yeah. 3 resolve, okay. So Dorrance becomes a night owl. Let's just check everybody. Soft. Well, Thor girl, I mean, she does have some lovely curves. I would say she's soft and sultry myself. It's not they make it sound like a bad thing to be soft, but it's not. You're a delightful person. Thor girl, you got a good heart. Huge, okay, that's big. Precise striker is fan. Oh, never mind. That's from melee skills. Well, never mind. Dixon, I have praised you undeservedly. Bonus accuracy, bonus quit. Replace quick reflexes, sort of a wash. Let's head back to town. That mission came out so good. We did that felt pretty good. You're like Pete, you're excited about taking level 3 troopers into the lowest level mission and just dominating it. Yeah, I am excited about it. I don't care. It's like you beat up an infant and you're happy about it, Pete. Hey, you ever punch a 4-year-old? It's surprisingly fun. That's not true. It's probably not that fun. I don't know. I've never punched a 4-year-old. It just seems mean. Could be fun. I mean, I'm sure there are some people who enjoy it, and probably those people need to be censored. And I'm just sort of babbling here. Is there anything we need to do before I wrap this up? You know what? It's the lightning and thunder that's outside my house that really has me scared. I'm fairly certain that there has been catastrophic damage to my neighbor's house. I'm like a cowering dog. I should just go hide in a tub and wait until the storm passes. I don't really think there's anything we need to do. We haven't checked the stagecoach in a while, but our roster is full. Now, we could only increase the number of available heroes. Is this useful for us? Not as such. Since our roster is full, the number of available heroes really is irrelevant. Do we want to do upgrades anywhere else? Blacksmith, fully upgraded, I believe. Yep. Guild, also fully upgraded, I'm fairly certain. It is, in fact, fully upgraded. We could do the Abbey. Let's see what we can do here. 24 crests, some busts. Yes, let's upgrade the cloister. We do pray quite a bit, and if we can do maybe an upgrade for, say, the sanitarium, we can. Let's do the treatment library.
Experimental techniques and tonics can overcome things a sharpened sword cannot.
Well, I don't know about that. There's not much you can't triumph over with a good sharp sword. Let's do...
All manner of
we love to drinking. We gotta do the bar. If you're gonna hit the bar, you hit the bar, man. And then that's, I think, going to exhaust pretty much all we can do. So I'm going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Of course, your support does really mean a lot. And if you'd like to find out whether I survive the Midwestern storm apocalypse that is upon me, I consider subscribing as well. Post new videos every single day, you know, if the power stays on and Amarin UE doesn't screw me on the whole video thing. Yeah. Anyway, right now, thanks very much for watching. I'm sorry, I spaced out there. I don't know if you heard it or not, but there was a massive peal of thunder in the background. I really should not record. I am truly like a terrified pet. I'm just going to go cower in a hole. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon.